friends. In today's video, we're going to be talking about being a broke couponer right now. This is a controversial subject because a lot of people will say the economy is roaring and everything is perfect. And I'm here to tell you, I'm out buying my family's groceries and filling up my tank of gas. This is not normal. I think we are in a recession, and those that don't want to say it, that's fine. But the soaring price of items, store closures, Big Lots, and Rite Aids here in the Midwest, something is cooking and I don't like it. What a broke couponer is that you're spending money willy-nilly and not looking at your budget, and you have to set a budget, guys, especially right now. So with these store closures, we had Rite Aid and we have Big Lots now, so lots of stores are closing, specifically here, Michigan, Ohio, that area. And with these store closures, I've noticed kind of a bit of misleading signage where they will put these crazy signs at the front of the store saying, up to 40% off, or this one yesterday at Big Lots, up to 30% off. Store closing, come on in, it's fantastic. And then you walk in the store, there's a couple t-shirts that are 30% off, but everything else in the store is only 10% off, which is really weird. And you really have to pay attention to that because it's a misleading way where you walk into the store and you're like, what? That toilet paper mountain that they had at $4.99, for example, on the left-hand side, I saw a couple people bring them to the front and say, oh, do I get 10% off? No. And then so just for fun, I just looked this up, and it's Big Lots toilet paper. I didn't even know they made their own. So just for fun, I went and looked it up in the app at a different store. It's still $4.99. They're not going to give this away. It's going to be shipped to a different store. Their deodorant, 10% off. So paying $9.99 for some degree deodorant to get 99 cents off, so $8 for a deodorant, you would be better off as an extreme couponer buying it at a CVS or a Walgreens, because some of the deals we get on deodorant every other week with the different rebate apps. So, unless it's your absolute favorite thing that you need for your household and it's an absolute must, you got to stock up on a couple things. That makes total perfect sense. And I hear you, some people are very particular, but I would really say for a lot of this stuff to get you in the door, when you walk in, the deals are just not there, and really mind your dollars and cents right now. Because here's the thing, guys, you could stretch, a $200 budget. If you were going to blow $200 on all this stuff, so much more at one of the pharmacies, rolling your extra care bucks, Walgreens with the register rewards or the boosters. You could do so much more with that budget than just filling up 2 carts and call that really smart shopping. Because at the end of the day, I think smarter shopping is done when you can really look at the math. And that's my thought on it. And I see a lot of shoppers just filling up carts mindlessly because they think their store's closing. And I'm just like, oof. You could get that so much cheaper over at Walgreens. I took the liberties to write down a couple of things that I think are very pertinent to this. A need versus a want, especially right now because a dollar isn't a dollar anymore. You can't go very far with one. So is this something that you really will use and that you need? Then absolutely get it. But if it's like, a basket and you have 600 more at your house, I would just leave it at the store. And really ask yourself, can you get this item cheaper somewhere else? Here's a good example. Those Tides that we get for $12.99 during a sales week over at Walgreens, at Rite Aid, they were $17.99 for one, and at 10% off, you were getting $1.79 off of that. Still to pay $15 for that with no coupons, no nothing, no deal. It's not a deal. So really ask yourself, can you get it cheaper elsewhere? Open up that Walmart app and start scanning barcodes. Be smart. Not all sales are a sale. And exactly what we were talking about, how they put these misleading signs, 30, 40%, and you go in and nothing is even on sale. Be mindful of that. And don't be shy to ask what the closing date is, because you go the day of, you might see up to 95%, whatever's left, if that's your thing. And definitely set a budget, guys, because we have to mind every dollar and cent right now. Again, a lot of you are going to say that the economy is perfect, there are no problems, but I see it the opposite way. I'm just here, guys, being your cheerleader to say to really mind those dollars and cents because they're a little harder. They're not stretched as far these days. But Dollar General, the next clearance event, my prediction will be on Columbus Day weekend, and it'll probably be the last one of the year. And we're probably all going to go really hard on that because we love to save money over at the Dollar General. And you can get just so much more when they add an extra 50% off of clearance with digital coupons. It's magical, and I love the clearance event. And I think if you've been watching my channel, you know that. Another non negotiable for me is when I can find very cheap food. You know, at Walgreens, we were getting those mounds very cheap. And then the penny food at the Dollar General, whenever I can line that up just perfectly, I stock up. And even if this is stuff I'm not going to eat, pretty much all of this I'm not going to eat, I will donate, give it away to family, friends. There's a lot of people that are really struggling right now, maybe a lot of your family members that are really struggling right now. And the kindest thing to do is to just maybe drop off a little something if you can, just to help them out, because you never really know what people are going through. And this is really the superpower that you have as an extreme couponer. But be a smart couponer. Really look at your inventory of your stockpile, what you can give, what you can't give, and what you're spending. Really, really, really look at your budget of what you're spending a month. And if you see these signs that are too good to be true for clearancing and blah, 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 really a want versus a need, and set a budget. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.